Truth Serum Nation. Good morning, everybody. It's Joe on the Truth Serum. I know I had it scheduled for 10:30, but I want to just get it over with. We're having a great heat wave up here. Hey, it's fine with me. Uh, I appreciate the support. Everybody comes in, help the Truth Serum out. There's links in the description for the book and other and Cash App and all that. Whatever you can do, go grab a coffee, soda, Manhattan, orange juice. Come hang out with the Truth Serum. I'll wait for you. All right. All right. Hold on here. Losing my set here, folks. I have a brain injury, so everything on my channel is alleged. Alleged. Maybe I just dreamt some good stuff up. Okay. So you saw the first two parts of getting initiated, my initiation into the Colombo family, part one, part two. This is part three. I'm not going to just go back and tell you, just watch them. You watch this one, then you go back and refresh whatever chronological or non-chronological order, whatever. I'm putting them out there for you. So, excuse me. Grow up, Joe. You know, that must get sickening after a while to the viewers. That must get real sickening. So I'm doing the runs. And I'm doing the runs. Oh boy, I'm getting tired out. 500 videos and I'm getting tired out. I more or less was recruited in retrospect. I more or less was recruited in to this organization, this gambling ring, and to set me up to do these duties that I was doing, being an errand boy and then running packages here and there. And along the way, it says the most dangerous job in the mafia. Like I had the most dangerous job in the mafia, not because I was a tough guy. It was because I was really, really smart, but I was naive. So the most dangerous job in the Colombo family didn't mean that I earned some stripes as being some tough guy. I was a good thinker, yeah, but I wasn't tough, like, doing like I was some assassin. I mean, is that a tough job too? My godfather, if you're new here, my godfather was an enforcer for the Colombo family as well as some other families, and he's in the mix of stuff too. So, but I did the most dangerous job, I would call it, because personally it was my life at stake. So I would call it the most dangerous job in the Mafia and or Colombo family with Mike Franzese. And because I was naive, and so let's get back. Set the table, try to set the table. I made a couple runs delivering packages. At first, I'd be at the club. The trial runs, sometimes they just put they put the package under the front seat or something, or not inconsequential. And then I realized when I was at the club further on, like I proved myself. Things were more or less innocent. I proved myself, and the boss, Sam, the captain, would say, "Oh, pull over, get the car, pull over, pop the trunk, and then take off." So said, all right. So I was hands off hands off of the package. So and then when I would get to New York, same thing. Pull over here. But when I started get when the packages, the first packages I delivered to a certain location, inconsequential. I think those packages must have had less of value of whatever was in them. We'll just leave it at that. Whatever was in the packages of a gambling ring. So that's that. But then on the subsequent trips thereafter, um, they went in the trunk, and then I was totally hands off, no visual, and that was to a different location. And so, good afternoon, people in here. David Monk, new subscriber, thank you, sir. Mario, Mr. Spataro. Now this is 35 years ago. I've since had a brain injury. It's tough to put bits and pieces. Also, this is post-traumatic craziness, ulcers. I wasn't a tough guy, Dave, but the other guys know I'm not a tough guy. So it's bits and pieces. Everything on my channel is alleged, okay? My Godfather was an enforcer for the Colombos. So we'll just set the table. So now I feel nervous sometimes telling these stories. I mean, I do my show, but it's like, what the hell? I gotta relive this shit. So now let's get down to things that were happening. We gotta set the table again, my good people. We gotta set the table again. At the club, the crews, degenerate gamblers, they owe so much money. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff. They might even start to cooperate. They might be thinking about cooperating. They might be thinking about doing anything to pay off their tabs. So now I'm just little old me, little old errand boy. They might know when these routine runs, deliveries are going to New York, and they might be looking at me going, that JoJo's a little bitch. You know, that'd be easy to freaking get him on his way making a delivery. You know, that might be easy. That might be easy to do amongst other guys in the crew. You think they're your friends, but they don't care about doing whatever they want to me because their life might be in jeopardy, their freedom, going to prison and all that. So you got to take all that into consideration. So I tell the boss, I tell Sam, because on the smaller package runs, I noticed a car, innocent car, that I would try to do a move and pull off the highway and then come back, aware of your surroundings, but it was innocent and everything. And then when the value of the packages increased, I wanted to know, do I have a protector? Is that my protector watching me, babysitting me, or what? So I'd like to know who or what kind of car is it. I don't want any mysteries. You could understand. So and he would be, I don't know why he wouldn't just want to say, yeah, JoJo, listen, gonna do this, boom, yeah. Jimmy, he's gonna be in that Chrysler, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's gonna watch you, everything's gonna go all right, and things like that. It didn't seem like it was communicated that easily. Like, it should be easy stuff. Okay, no problem. I mean, but a lot of things that you think are just so logical and common sense things. I mean, there were smart guys in the mob and everything, but sometimes, and if I open my big mouth, well, sometimes I just give ideas. I didn't conspire to do anything like that, but let's get back to the story. So one of the times prior to this, prior to this particular run, I had saw Mike Franzese in another car, like that. I didn't know who he was or whatever. Like, I just noticed that was him, just noticed that he was back there. And Mike wasn't in the streets like that. Mike was off, So I get down there, back up a little, Joe. I'm noticing that I'm looking, and I know I know the car that's behind me, and then I do a little Jimmy move to go off this little exit, and I come back on, and I notice there's a car that's behind me. I would slow down a little, and then the car would play a game and pass me, and then slow down and wait for me to catch up. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? But I still see the other car, my guy, my security guy, and I go down. So I decide to pull off. Because I just want to see my security guy and say, what about this other guy that's playing games on the road or whatever? What is this guy or whatever? So I pull off, and he's beeping or something. He's going, go. He's like, go. I'm going, hold on. So I says, who the hell's this other car playing these games? Oh, whatever. Don't worry about it. We go, we keep going. I can't take the pressure. Now, there was a lot of runs. There was a lot of stressful things that happened along these ways. I'm trying to put it back together after 35 years, also with a brain injury. And sometimes, but I know the format. I mean, I know the basic thing, so writing down, looks like it's going to it looks like foul play. Somebody at the club knew I was going to go. I was making this run, and they're playing games, and they're trying to get me. So I'm thinking, when I stopped, well, how are they going to get me? How are they going to get me if somebody's in a car how are they going to get me? Are they going to just try to blast me through the window and then I crash and they get the package? No. Or I want to make a straight run, straight down, and then how do they get me, intercept me, or things like that? But I continue on, and the guy following security, he's like slowing down, pull over on the next little stop, exit. It's country like, and okay, boom, and I go over, and I park, and he says, so he drives around, and he says, well, just sit there. I'm like, whatever. He's trying to flush this cutie pie out or whatever, and he parked on the other side. So I went in this little mini mart store to get a pop or something, and I heard another car. I could see another car pulling the same car, and I hear some commotion. I hear boom, boom, whatever, and I just get out of there and take off. Whatever happened on the other side. Now, my security guy had got pulled out of there before me. So it appears that he smashed somebody, and now I'm just going to continue on. So I get down there, and I'm nervous and everything else. And I meet up. They take I pop the trunk, blah blah blah, and my Godfather is there, and I said, well, and the security guy was trying to play it off or whatever, and I had told my Godfather, yeah, somebody was trying to hijack me or whatever, but I got this protector, the security guy, and whatever he did, I don't know, but it's resolved. He's whatever happened, and so my Godfather was kind of pissed off about it, and when I go there, this is the crazy thing about it is now Mike Franzese, when the packages got bigger, Mike Franzese would be on the spot or whatever. He would be on the spot. And it appeared to be him, unless it was somebody that looked identical. I don't know. I got a brain injury. It's alleged because I bashed Mike Franzese a lot, this and that. I don't want to do that. So if I'm wrong about something, I apologize, but I believe it. What the hell? What's he got, a body double? He's got so much money. Who the hell knows what he's capable of? So my Godfather is putting it all together, and he asked this other guy, well, what? And he was like, Mike, I can't talk about it, blah, 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 whatever, because he just smashed somebody. As far as I'm aware of, he just smashed somebody that was gunning for me. And so my Godfather says, well, I got the package still in the trunk. So he says, well, pop the trunk, whatever, pop the trunk, and let's see what's going on here. So pop the trunk. One of the Mike's guys grabbed it, whatever, and so my Godfather Mickey says, well, what's in the thing? What's in the package? So they do their thing. I'm over on the side, and I'm with this other guy, my protector, security kind of guy. Cool dude. But he was, well, that's a long story. Let's continue. And so now Mickey's talking to Mickey and Mike, and well, let's see. So they open up. He's going, well, wow, well, boom, boom, boom. Ooh, what's this? The package. High value. Okay, high value. What's in there? I don't know if it's cash or diamonds or bull, whatever the hell it is. I never put hands on it. And he asked him, "What are you giving JoJo? What are you giving JoJo?" And Mike's like, "Oh, Mickey, it's not like blah blah blah, blah whatever." And he's real pissed off about it. And so to make a longer story shorter, they tell me, he tells them, what are you paying JoJo? What are you paying JoJo? They're giving me a bologna sandwich. And then he says, oh, well, that's Sam's responsibility to pay JoJo for delivering the bread and donuts. That's his, which he could be right or whatnot. So he says, but we have JoJo bring a package back also. So, well, then what do you give JoJo for that? What do you pay him for that? 200 or something, real minimal. So in other words, the flavor of it is I'm getting screwed on the way down with a bullseye on my back, and I'm getting screwed on my way back with a bullseye on my back, giving me bologna sandwiches. So my Godfather straightens all that out, and he tells me when to leave. I wanted to get back and everything. So, but now when I deliver their package, back. It's crazy because you think they'd just do the difference of the packages, whatever the value of what the package is, a package going down, a package coming up. You think they'd just do the difference. But in a gambling ring or whatever, valuables, they just wanted the accounting to be precise. This went here for accounting. And Mike Franzese was the best accountant known to mankind. So we get that straightened out, and they give me another package. And my Godfather asked Mike and them, well, what are you going to give JoJo for that? Because Sam's not going to just cover one trip down. JoJo's got to be compensated for delivering the bread and donuts back. Makes sense to me. But I'm just a little errand boy. I wasn't a complete pushover, but, trying to go with the flow. And by the way, what happened to all the other errand boys prior to me? By the way. So they fix that. They get that taken care of, my good people. And I get back up there, and my Godfather tells me, well, on the way back, when I was bringing their package back from New York, it was like the wagon train. The New York people were protecting that package coming back up. That was like a presidential motorcade. Who are the betrayers in the mix or whatever? You got one guy watching a guy. You got that guy watching the guy that's watching that guy. You got that guy watching the guy. What the hell is going on here? You wonder why I'm nuts? So I get back, and I tell Sam that, they got to pay me to come back. And he's like, well, that's their business. Well, why don't you set the table for me, Sam? Why don't you set the table for me to make everything precise and no question marks? Okay. So I never really got aggressive with him or things like that, but I did. And then I says, he's going, oh, what happened? What happened? I says, you can't control. You got betrayers in your crew. They owe money. They're following me, trying to rob your money. So who the hell knows where I'm making the delivery? Who knows? This is supposed to be confidential information. Who knows? Is there a plant in New York City that's giving a guy up here a heads up? Oh, yeah, JoJo's coming down with a thing. So is that how this guy knows? Or does he just know from you, Sam? How does he know? But the people in New York know, obviously, that I'm meeting them. So, and there's a lot of transplants from New York to Western New York. People, of course, they know each other. And they're thinking about how to smash me, because half of them are degenerate gamblers and they all owe money. And here's a little greenhorn coming down the highway with these packages. And it's like, I might be an easy target. So I tell Sam, I can't take the pressure. You can't control these people. And he's pissed off. And I tell him, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And he more or less said, well, this would have happened also. My Godfather, now, a lot of stuff 35 years later, I try to piece back in retrospect. So my Godfather, I believe, already knew from years ago, being in the Colombo family. My Godfather's an enforcer for the Colombo family. So I knew they already, in retrospect, must have had a rapport of friendship. So I knew that my Godfather had called back, I could guess, of course, that my Godfather called Sam when I was on my way back. And probably told him, what are you doing? You got some freaking motley crew. You're putting JoJo in danger, blah, 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 and all this and that. So, and my Godfather also asked him, what are you giving JoJo? So I told Sam, and he's like, "Oh, you're making me look bad. You disrespectful, blah blah blah. You're making me look bad, and everything else." I says, "Well, if we're gonna do anything, my Godfather wants to know what the particulars are, going down and coming back, not numbers in the air, concrete numbers." And why should that be so hard to understand or agree with? So Sam felt that I disrespected him about, Sam wasn't giving me much money to deliver the bread and milk. And then the first couple runs, I didn't get anything back. Coming back, chiselers, complete chiselers. So, and another time, I'll tell another story when my Godfather, of course, I made more runs. Greed. I made more runs. But further down the road, my Godfather ordered Mike and go in your pocket, give JoJo more. Go in your pocket. Him with his security and all of that, whatever. You go in your pocket, And so he told Sam, "You're gonna have to pay Joe more, or he ain't gonna do it." And that's pretty bush league that you can't control your crew or something. How does that leak out? There's only supposed to be 3 people that know this delivery: me, Sam, the boss, and the guy in New York. Whoever in the New York side of it is, the New York side end of it could have a guy picking it up. And of course, he might have a couple crew members with him for security reasons like that. Yeah. But on this end, there's supposed to be nobody that knows. How it leaks out, it's a guess. With all these desperate, degenerate gamblers. So I told him I'm all done. But then thereafter, my good people, after that, we had everything precise. But we had the particulars precise. And there was another run after that. Business was booming. Their enterprise was rising up in this network, and the packages might have become more valuable. Thank you, Frankie the Fixer. Thank you. I appreciate the good people come in. I talk to my people. So in this network, we got a real big show tonight, a real big show. All right, get it together, Joe. Get back to the story. Sorry about that, folks. So this enterprise is growing. There's more greed. Degenerate gamblers are stuck. The degenerate gamblers are see, if they cooperate, if they're willing to cooperate, and they're already at risk for their lives, so they're at a point of desperation. Robbing me ain't shit on their mind. That's a layup. Maybe the world's coming down on somebody's crew members, and what are we gonna do? They have a wife and children. Well, that JoJo's making a nice run there. He probably got something, real nice in those packages. That's a layup. That ain't nothing. Let me plot a scheme to get him. He's just a little greenhorn, little bitch. This me, and we could get him. But there's people that are out thinking that guy. You don't think the other guys know that these guys are a risk and there's going to be security. So they're already one step ahead. You could see that coming from left field. So, yeah, I told Sam, you can't run the crew. There's leaks here and there. And he's going, I can't control everybody. And I was being very disrespectful. And this was the first time that I saw rage. And he made it to his position, not because he was just a joyful, jolly old man, but we had grown to be a little closer relationship, and as close as you can get. And we got personal outside of just mob talk and all that, just family talk, just personable stuff. It'd be like a father-son. But then he demonstrated, like, you ever talk to me, So this was like this 30-year-old maniac coming out of this 73-year-old old man. He still had that DNA of you ever, and I was like, I gotta stop talking like this to him because, of course, it's disrespectful. But I didn't care. I didn't care. I wanted to stick up for myself. And then my godfather was telling me, you either come here to New York and work or just stop all these shenanigans because I can't protect you all the time. I can't be everywhere at once. I was a little more aggressive. I wasn't a tough guy, but he had to spare me a couple times because I wasn't a made guy, and I disrespected some of the guys in the crew prior to these runs, and I should have been smashed out, but he rescued me a couple times. But then it came to the point where it's like, you want to set up in New York and take the action as a bookie, take the action. They'll put you in a nice apartment. Everything's covered, rent free. You could eat at the restaurants for free, set you up. You can make a lot of money, salt it and save it and build up. You either do that, Jojo, or get the hell done with it. I just can't protect you like this. And in the meantime, he's for hire for the Colombos. And of course, Mike Franzese knew who he was, but it's a small world. In a million years, he would have never realized, as well as Sam. Sam might have known after the fact, thinking decades later, but I don't think Mike Franzese, what a small world, to realize that maybe my godfather did work in the Colombo family, whether Mike Franzese was aware of it or not. I'm not psychic, but all of a sudden, one of the enforcers, I'm the godson of one of this. It's like, geez, it's a small world. And these people, and of course, Mike wants that money to be protected too. This big gambling ring, you want to protect that money. These packages, this is the heart and soul of that. These big amounts. That's the most dangerous job. I'm not a tough guy, but I got recruited to make these deliveries of these packages. I had a clean license. I was smart, intelligent, book smart. I thought I was street smart, but so it was a small world, but I couldn't. My godfather had to tell me, I can't protect you 24/7. I'm like, well, I'm not going to talk smack to the guys anymore. I'm just going to do my thing or whatever. But he's telling me, you're not getting paid what you should be getting paid for delivering the bread and milk. You ain't getting paid for whatever you want to do. So God forgive me. God forgive me. I said, why don't we just rob the money? Now, I've never disclosed this. I didn't even put it in the book because whatever. Why don't we grab it? Yeah, I got shook, but whatever, because I could always make an excuse to go off somewhere. I had to take a shit. What do you want? I'm going to shit my pants. I had to take a shit. I went over here. All of a sudden, a guy come out. What do you guys do? You put it on the billboard. JoJo's making a delivery. Yeah, I got shook. I got robbed. What are you going to do, Sam? Or Mike? I got robbed. And I'm pissed off about it, trying to win an Oscar award. I was thinking like that too. Even for being submissive and scared a little. Because I was thinking at some point, I was just thinking, I'm going through all this. Will they accept the delivery that got away and continue, and I could just go bury some money somewhere. But then I wasn't that tough. But, and my godfather was like, because they might figure out also that my godfather was in cahoots somehow. And then he's a target. He could be a hitman, but hitmen get hit. Hitmen get whacked. So that was kind of treading into too much danger like that. But you think about all these types of things. But the other people, the other guys that thought that real cutie pie idea, where are they? I'm the new errand boy. So, of course, some of my predecessors that were doing these things, they might have thought, yeah, come up with some bullshit story or run off to Vegas, and then where would happen to them? Cutie pies. So you either do your business the right way and do it. If you're not happy, just don't do it. That's all. But you don't want to rob the mafia. It's bad enough to survive, but then and my Godfather was like, no, he protects them. He's the enforcer that keeps this type of shit in line. So, and then the other hand, being in cahoots with me to rob his employer, But there are some integrity and scruples. My Godfather was a very intelligent, cerebral guy, a Renaissance man. He had the wisdom of Socrates and the knowledge of Einstein, and did Socrates have wisdom? Philosophy. He had the biblical wisdom. And so I kind of hopscotch around John Bloodwater, Frankie the Fixer, Wyatt Earp, David Monk, Super Mario. I forgive me for hopscotching around, piecing things together. I had a brain injury, as you're well aware of, and there's another stories that will another blowout. This is the preliminary stories, but there was a blowout that led to a lot of crazy stuff. And then I was like, bye-bye, enough's enough. And the FBI, just to set the table in the future, there's the FBI coming to the office for a guy that was on work release. But they also knew about the gambling ring. And I was friendly with one of the agents, but I didn't give anything up. But a lady agent I was friendly with. And things escalated up. The network was building, and I was just looking for an exit strategy after that because I was in too deep, and things were falling apart. Whether people ended up missing or people were cooperating, it just turned into a rodeo, and things were falling apart. The next thing you know, I'm lighting candles at the church. I'm lighting candles at the church before I go to the club. Please, God, protect me. Just let me get out of here. Just let me, I was lighting candles. So, hey, Joe Garcia, what's going on? How's the Doughboy doing over there? How's Jeff doing? Yeah, crazy. And I like to tell other stories, but I guess people like the mob stories. This ain't on my channel. I'm a talk show host, and I was going to be on the road, but my car died. No more car. That's it. That was a disaster, folks. Can't catch a break sometimes, but at least I'm living. I believe in Jesus, and things will get better. That's all. Things will get better. So there's a link to my book, well-written book, more detailed stuff in there. And this is Jesus calling, because thank you, Jesus, that I'm still alive. I'm blessed in certain areas, but on the cash side, what are you going to do? I'm happy I'm alive. So, well, Mike Franzese now, the big channel and everything. There's another story coming up where the next run, we'll do another Cannonball Run story where I couldn't take it. I was disintegrating, losing weight. I couldn't take the pressure, and that's when I first talked to Mike. Mike didn't get out of a lot of cars. Mike didn't go on the streets. Mike Franzese didn't go on the streets. He was always with one or two security cars, but then I was gonna back out of running these errands, and then he's tried to console me, and he was nice about it, and they knew I was good. I was a fast driver, but this Cannonball Run with people trying to rob these packages was getting crazy. It's just getting crazy. These captains and bosses, they can't control everybody in their crews. They just can't. You got rogue people that don't care. They just don't care. Screw the boss, screw the captain. No, we know this guy's coming with this money. But Mike was real cool about it. And that was a low part, a depressing part of my life when I lost weight. I couldn't sleep. And I just always thought someone was going to come whack me. And then he had a heart because when I went there, I said, "That's it, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Wow, you look like shit. What's going on?" And like, "You doing drugs?" "No, I ain't doing no drugs. I can't take the pressure," but he will tell that down the road because there was a big blowout on one of the deliveries. So we'll get to that down the road, my good people. And yeah, and no matter what, these people didn't care about getting hit. They didn't care about, well, we're going to try to get this Joe on a delivery, but they didn't care about if that backfires. They just didn't care. Whether there's two guys as a team or they just didn't care. But I'm still here. They're not. Well, I don't know what happened to them thereafter. I'm still here. They're not. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. I could only guess, but I don't know what the hell goes on. A lot of people got smashed, but I don't know their names and numbers and rank and serial file. I don't know all that shit. So, boy, we're going through a heat wave here. I love it. I better find a bike because my car, I put all that money and now I'm going to cry. I'm going to put the freaking Boohoo Sonata. Yeah. That car, I got robbed. I saved up money all those months. The car didn't last a year. And then the whole electrical powertrain system shot. Boom. Take it to the junkyard. That's a wrap. So, but on the flip side, I'm still alive. I still have a chance. And God is good every day. I can still be happy. And, it's these things we come across in life. Life is life. So I didn't walk away from the mob with all kinds of money and all this. I ruined my life. I ruined highly educated. I wasted time. So I deserve this. I did this to me. I did it to me to put myself in this financial situation. But I'm not dead yet. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to make a comeback from scratch. I was on life support for a year. I came back from scratch. I'm in this situation. I could come back from scratch. You people can come back from scratch. Oh, poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. No, get up and fight. Be kings and queens. Get in the game. The world will kick your ass. The world is a vampire. It wants that blood. You know how I do it. No, get in there and fight. You can do it. This is mob stuff, tough guy. The tough guy is that goes in there and tries. Don't be afraid of failure. The tough guy tries. Oh, Jojo, you're doing a YouTube channel. You got 6 subscribers. I don't care. I'm confident. Be confident. Oh, you only got 6 subscribers in 8 months. I don't care. I'm confident that I'm the best talk show host on planet Earth. Do you agree with me, folks? American Idol, there you go. We like to have fun here. Of course, I talk about a lot of mob stories and everything, but I want to diversify, of course, and do other things. I don't have the technology. I don't have the money. I don't have a car. But I'm still the best. I've been tried through the fire. I don't care what the devil throws at me. I'm fighting. I'm 60. I smoke. I drink coffee. But at any age, So I also try to integrate that and inspire. Inspire. That's all. Ain't none of you in a worse situation than me. I can tell you that right now. But no matter what your finances are, it don't mean that you can't laugh. You can still laugh, live and laugh and love and still have fun, whatever your bank account says. I know millionaires, well, not anymore. I removed from them. They're pissed off every day. Oh, what about this? Oh, the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones, your ass. You're worth 3 million. What are you crying about? Oh, yeah, the index for this and commodities and soybeans went down. Stick your soybeans. You're worth 2 million. What is this? They cry. Jeez. Hobos in the street laugh. I might put myself on the hobo realm. Well, I'm no better than a hobo. We're all equal. We're all God's children. All right? We're all God's children. So I like to entertain. I like to tell stories. And we have a little fun. I bashed Mike Franzese a lot, Philly Bob, John Bloodwater, Joe Garcia, Frankie the Fixer. You fixed a lot of college games over there at Fordham and St. Bonaventure. Frankie the Fixer, that's a good name. I told a lot of stories, and I tried to be the sheriff about saying, well, Mike Franzese is lying about this and lying about that. I think I've moved on a little since then because Mike shouldn't call himself a boss. He knows the game. So that pissed me off. But I'm not the sheriff of MobTube. And, but in the old days, if he did that, boom, 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 boom. He's a smart guy. Mike Franzese is a thinking mofo, chess player like Bobby Fischer, world champion chess player. But the money saved him. Money, the ability to pay everybody off under the sun. I like his political views, but I didn't like that interview with Son of Sam when he's hugging the Son of Sam and he was selling that wine and books and he's over there hugging and kissing the Son of Sam. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. And it's not my position to say, why don't he donate to charity more? It's not my position. He's got his life. I got mine. So I don't want to be a little immature bitch and, keep going after him. But, the next video I'll tell you about when he boosted me up, I was falling apart and he encouraged me. Go ahead. I was ready to faint. He poured water over my head. I was a zombie. I wasn't eating and anything. And I just thought, I just was my default thinking was I'm going to get killed somewhere along the line. So during my daily routines, I'm just always thinking, wherever I am, at the grocery store, at the track, I'm always thinking, I'm going to get killed in the back of my mind. So I wasn't eating, whatever. So Mike saw that the one time, and he was like, holy cow, you look like crap. What's going on? I said, I'm a nervous wreck, this and that and everything. And I was ready to faint right on the damn freaking pavement. And we'll tell that another time. So Mike is Mike. I don't know how much longer he's going to be doing his channel. Well, these guys are dinosaurs now, but Thanks, Mr. Bloodwater. But we'll keep the train rolling. I might start a GoFundMe page on Facebook. It's like, no, I can't do it. Man. Cars are cars. You guys could just go out and buy a 2024. Yeah, come on, honey. Let's go pick one out. I can't. I got ripped off by two senior citizens like Bonnie and Clyde that already knew from this car shop. These two senior citizen, husband and wife, they were like gangsters. They ripped me off. My car didn't last 1 year. My car didn't last 1 year. And I went to the same repair shop that them people told them, junk it. They end up selling it to me because we're this small country. This is the country. I'm not too smart of a gangster. I let Bonnie and Clyde, they're both 80 years old, rip me off on a car. Yeah. But I'm not going to call them back and go, oh, the car is in the junkyard. I can't do that. Hey, sometimes you catch the dog. Sometimes the dog catches you. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. I should have been smarter. I just trusted in this beautiful little innocent senior citizen couple. Yeah. Yeah. You just can't make a visual and determine just in life. You look at somebody and you get a idea, whatever. No. This husband and wife, 80-year-old married couple, they were like Bonnie and Clyde. Forgive me, God. Forgive me, God. And I ain't going to drive down there and knock on the door, because if I say something wrong, like F you, no, then they're going to call, I don't want to entertain that. I trust in Jesus. I trust in God. Got me this far. So sorry about that crybaby story at the end, but that's all. We're gonna talk about these delivery runs. If it's interesting to you people, see, I got PTSD over it. Thereafter, in the years, I get nervous still. Decades later, I get nervous because you go back to these. That was a rough time. Like I said, I was in the church lighting candles. Please God, watch me with guardian angels. It's 97 here, Philly, Bob. This is a hot heat wave we're going through. I love the heat. We have blizzards and storms up here. Turn it up to 100. Now everybody's going, oh, it's too hot up here. It's either too cold or too hot. Hit the bricks. All right. Turn the heat up. I don't care. 97, bring it. I love it. So I appreciate you folks coming in. I got a lot of stories I could tell. We'll just keep going. The numbers are going all right. If you can support the channel, in the description, there's a Cash App. I wrote a good book. Freaking $8. Come on, me. Holy cow. $8. Chiselers. Whatever. Memberships. Whatever. Help me out. I did 450 videos here, but I don't know if I trust in you guys or trust in Jesus. I got to trust in God and Jesus, because I'm still alive and I will survive. So that's that. Just support my channel is all I ask. Share it, hit the notification bell, and Sagittarius journey. All right. Never give up, kings and queens. I got to practice what I preach, right? I tell you guys, don't give up. Practice what I preach. I have fun. I'm going to rock and roll. I'm the king of my world. Whatever my possessions are, they are. But you got to remain in a good frame of mind, a good state of mind. So Big Yin, where you been? Big Yin. So I won't be doing the nature walks because I can't drive there. My car is gone. So no, no more nature walk, but we'll get there sometime. Got to start saving, man. It's going to take a couple years, but got to start saving. So thank you, The Journey, Big Yin. We're going to talk about the gauntlet again, some of these runs. And the girl that I was seeing, she was an FBI agent. I was friendly with her. I didn't give up nobody or rat on anybody, but I was friendly with her. And I'll explain some other things about these captains and these bosses that were playing both sides of the fence, which happens in Mafia lore. There's high-ranking people that are doing their Mafia duties while they're cooperating with the FBI. Ooh, what a novel concept that is. So that's all at play, folks. All right. So that's that. Big Yin, Fred Beasy. Good morning. I'm still at it. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. My car broke down. It's totaled out now after I There's the super chat. There's a link to the book. There's the memberships or whatever you want to do. Help a guy out. I am going to start begging. Mike Franzese and Samuel Bull been begging from day one, and they got millions of dollars. I'm a better entertainer. I'm a better entertainer than them. I don't get shit. That's all right, though. Someday I will. Someday I will. So, Fred Beasy, Big Yin, Sagittarius Journey, Philly Bob, John Bloodwater. All right, where's the farmer? Where's the Joe Garcia? All right, Wyatt Earp. Hey, Frankie the Fixer, thank you for coming in. We could also talk about is some of the games that they fixed, the college basketball games that the mob fixed. Yeah, that's good. There might have been a guy named Frankie the Fixer or Tony the Tow Truck. I don't know. I got brain damage. But thank you for joining. Subscribe or just view. Do what you want. Hearts. I'm getting hearts. Hearts back to you good people. I got the best community on YouTube. At least I got somebody to talk to, At least I can at least, who am I going to sit here all by myself all day? That's all. When you're broke, nobody calls you. Boy, when your pockets are full, the phone rings off the hook. But when you're broke, I don't even know why I still need a phone. Oh, geez, did I miss a call? No calls. But that's all right. God and Jesus and the angels answered the call when I was dead, when I was in jeopardy. So that's the crew I want in my corner. So you know how I do it, folks. You know how I do it. So no more morning walks for now, unless I get a ride or something, and then we'll do that. But I still want to get in shape. I lost 30 pounds. I still want to stay in shape a little bit. So, cut down on these. So while I light another one. So, yeah, I'm going to have to buy a bike. I'm going to have to finance a bike. I'm going to have to save up to buy a bike. I put myself in debt behind that shitbox car from day one. Let's bury that. Let's move on to more positive things. Let's open up the universe. Let's open up the matrix. Put that negativity aside. I got to open the door to the God world, the God essence, and operate there. I'm the happiest man on earth. My daughter loves me. I love her. I love my family. I'm blessed. So let's put let's stuff that negativity away. I'm happy for the things that I have, and I'm not pissed off for the things I don't have. I am blessed for the life that I've had. All right, folks, there you have it. We're going to do some more stories about these deliveries. Everything is alleged on my channel, okay? I might have had a vivid dream or something. I don't know. Everything is alleged on my channel. All right. So thank you, folks, for coming in. If you want to read a good book, the link to the book is in the description. If you want to support my channel in any other way, that's fine. Your views are valued just the same. Your thumbs up and likes are valued just the same. I appreciate it. I interact with my community, and that's my show. All right. So there you have it, folks. It's overcast sky, muggy, 97 degrees. Winds calm, barometric pressure 29.3 and steady. Tune in tomorrow when Jojo has a bullseye on his back and see what happens on the way back from New York City. Very interesting. All right, folks, be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Put on the spiritual armor. God is good. Jesus is good. The universe is good. Tap into it. Let's all rise up together. All right, folks. I'll talk to you for the next show. All right. Thank you. God bless. Universe bless you. And thank you. Simple as that.